Yo my people, I hope you're all good and I've been enjoying the recent vlogs. I'm trying to stay consistent. It's tough, but guys, I am trying. As you can tell from the title of this video, it's going to be a bit different. I've got the glasses on, so you know it's going to be serious, okay? Now we're going to go back to the start of the year where I visited Iceland, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I loved the trip, okay? But there was a few things which I found a bit mind-blowing when I got there, especially being a black man, okay? But we'll get into that soon. Before we move on with the video, if you haven't already, then please make sure you check out my Sri Lanka and Maldives vlogs. And as always, leave a thumbs up, a comment. Feedback is important to me, so I do welcome all kinds. And if you do enjoy the videos, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Let's go. As you know, it's that time of the year where Iceland becomes a topic of discussion, and for good reason too. Winter in Iceland is one of the best in the world, and there's so much you could do as well as see, okay? On the other hand, there's also so much that you need to know before visiting Iceland, and today I am here to provide you with the information as well as give you some tips whilst being out there. Okay, today we got 10 points to go through. 1 is the weather, 2 is how expensive Iceland is, number 3 is the best app to use to chase the northern lights, number 4 is the taxi services whilst out there, number 5 is the Klapp App, which is used for public transport, 6 which eSIM I used, 7 is booking tours, 8 Sky Lagoon, 9 Blue Lagoon, and 10 is going to be my experience as a black man in Iceland. Let's get started, guys. So number 1 being the weather. Guys, it is super cold. Yes, I know you're probably looking at your screen right now thinking, well, that's obvious, but no, trust me. If you haven't been to Iceland before, or you're from the UK and you don't really travel to that side of the world, guys, whatever you think is cold, it's 10 times worse. Make sure you are well equipped, okay? Layer up, wear layers upon layers. If you know me, you know I hate the cold, so when the weather starts to change, I don't take no risk. I mean, long johns are coming out, all of that stuff, all right? So the essentials that you'll probably need when you're going there, we're gonna start off with long johns, all right? Now, if you played football back in the day, or when you was younger, you know what long johns are. Basically, they are long thermal trousers which you wear underneath your normal trousers. These are a staple, you're going to need them, okay? Wear them under your snow pants. So, another thing you need, snow pants, snow trousers, you need them. They're gonna keep you insulated, they're gonna protect you from the snow, and in some cases they're comfortable, okay? You're also going to need a thermal top. This could be a t-shirt, jumper, vest, whatever you want, and that's going to be under your main clothes, all right? Now, just to give you an idea of how cold it is or how much I don't like the cold, I wore a normal vest, I then had a thermal jumper or t-shirt, I had a normal t-shirt over that, I then had a thick hoodie or fleece, and then I had my big puffer coat. I also had long johns, I had my snow pants, I had my thermal boots, or snow boots, sorry, which I recommend getting. They're gonna protect you, especially when you're in deep levels of snow trying to navigate around, exploring, or just going out into the town. You're gonna need them, okay? They're gonna come in handy. Also had my gloves, of course, and a hat as well. So yeah, as you can tell, quite a bit of things which are needed. So make sure you get to yours. Also bring a scarf as well. But yeah, man, those things, they're needed, bro. I also had thermal socks as well, okay? They're gonna keep your feet nice and warm throughout your journey in Iceland, and yeah, you can't go wrong, man. I know you're probably thinking, yeah, it sounds like a lot. I'm not sure if I wanna do this, but trust me, you don't wanna take any risk, okay? It is super cold in Iceland, and by doing this, you're gonna keep yourself safe and warm. Honestly, guys, it worked for me, man. I wasn't cold once. The only time I kind of felt the cold, I'll say, is when I probably took my gloves off to use my phone or sort out the camera. But apart from that, man, I was good. Like, I was good. I had my snood on as well, so that came in handy. So if you're not really a fan of scarves, make sure you get your snood. It's gonna keep you nice and warm. I got most of my stuff from Decathlon, good quality and reasonable prices. So if you're from the UK and planning a trip to Iceland, make sure you check them out before you guys start commenting or asking. Listen, this is not no sponsored vid. We're not there yet. Hopefully in the future. So Decathlon, if you see this, shout me. But for now, I'm just trying to put you guys on. All right. Now, number 2, guys. It is extremely expensive in Iceland, man. Iceland is one of the top 3 most expensive countries in the world. So make sure you save your pennies, your notes, your coins, whatever, before going. All right. They give you an idea of how much things cost over there. A normal size bottle of water is roughly around $3, which works out to be around £2.30, which is crazy. On average, you could buy a water bottle for maybe £1.70, maybe. That's probably going to be like a low quality brand or whatever, and that'll be a 500 ml bottle as well. So as you can tell, guys, that's expensive. Now, in terms of food, bro, yeah, I'm still in bits about it, because like I didn't deep it when I was out there, but when I came back I was like, yeah, I'm an idiot. But I digress, innit? So in terms of food, you got fish and chips out there, which cost me 3,990 Icelandic krona, okay, and that works out to be around 18.99, nearly £20 for one portion of fish and chips. £20. Madness, innit? Don't get me wrong, it did slap and it was probably the best fish and chips I've had, but £20 is crazy. Like, I've also paid around 7,990 Icelandic krona, which works out to be around £44.25 for like a grilled beef ribeye and fries, which was actually at the hotel I stayed at. So it wasn't no crazy hotel, just a Hilton. And that's how much I paid. So you could just imagine how much I would end up spending if I went to a really, really nice restaurant. Okay, so just bear that in mind when you're going out there. Things are expensive, okay? One thing I will say though is that the quality of food in Iceland is 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the beef, the lamb, the fish, 10 out of 10. So I get why some may argue that the price is worth it, but I'll leave that to you guys to decide. Now, to save yourself from breaking the bank when you're there, bring dry snacks with you, guys. Like things like pot noodles will come in handy when you need something quick and light to eat. If you plan on drinking alcohol, then buy it from duty free. You're gonna save a lot of money because alcohol in Iceland is expensive due to the high taxes. Now, this is gonna be the only time you probably hear me saying this, but use the tap water, okay? Drink the tap water. I know I've been saying in all the other vlogs, don't drink the tap water, don't put ice in your drinks. Listen, when you're out there, do it, okay? And as I said, this is gonna be the only time I'm saying this to you, and the reason being is that the water is completely safe to drink in Iceland. The tap water comes straight from the glaciers, so fill up your water bottles and stay hydrated. You're gonna save a lot of money. Like, if you don't listen to me, that's fine. Go pay £2.30 for your 500 ml water bottle and just see how it keeps on accumulating. If you go to a restaurant, you can opt for tap water as well. When you're having drinks, like alcoholic drinks, you could put ice in that, okay, and you'll be good. Now, number 3, if you're anything like me and plan on visiting Iceland to see the Northern Lights, then it's definitely worth downloading the Aurora app, okay? So that's AURORA, all right? It will show you where in the city the Northern Lights are likely to be shown, alongside a percentage of your chance of seeing them. It's worth noting that when you book onto the Northern Lights tour, it is weather dependent, but make sure you have this app, guys, okay? Like, it would have came in handy if I actually listened to it when I was out there in Iceland, instead of listening to the receptionist. As you guys know, if you watched my Iceland vlog, I didn't get to see the Northern Lights, unfortunately. That was due to weather conditions, so just keep that in mind. But if you look at the app and it's telling you, listen, you have a high chance, and it's showing you where it is and you're close to it, guys, make your way there. Because I looked at my app, it said it was close, asked the receptionist, he said, nah, there's no point going. And the next day I went to the same spot and people were telling me if I came there yesterday, I would have been able to see the Northern Lights. So that was quite frustrating. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Look at the app and listen to it. Now, make sure you book this in advance. It does get quite popular, so yeah, man. But back to being weather dependent. If it's cloudy or it's snowing a lot, the chances of seeing the Northern Lights is very low, so just keep that in mind, okay? Go there with an open mind, guys. I don't want you to go there thinking you'll definitely want to see it, because it is weather dependent, so you might not get the chance to see it. But definitely download the app, it will save you the trouble and the stress. Now, number 4, there are no Ubers in Iceland, okay? I was quite shocked when I got to Iceland and found out there was no Uber services in the country, because coming from London, you know, we all use Uber, or we have used Uber in our life, so this was a bit of a shock. When your foot is deep in snow, your first thought is to get inside quickly, all right? So I had no time to dwell on the fact that there's no Ubers around. I had to research quickly, go online, go on Google, and see what service I could find, all right? And that's where I found the Hop app. So that's HOPP, all right? Hop is Iceland's premier transport app. So whether you need an e-scooter to explore the sights, a taxi for the 50 kilometers drive between the airport and Reykjavik, or even a car to like take a short road trip, Hop's got you covered, okay? I definitely recommend using them whilst you're out there. It will save you a lot of money and time. Number 5 is the Klapp app. Now, the Klapp app is a popular app in Iceland designed to help users navigate the country's vast and diverse attractions. It serves as a travel companion that provides information on various points of interest, as well as getting you around the city or country. Now, it has bus pass integration, which is what I used, and it's probably what I recommend you guys using as well, okay? Like, it offers the option to purchase and manage bus passes directly through the app, making it convenient for tourists like yourself to use public transport, okay? Super easy, guys. Literally, you download the app, connect your bank account, and then literally you'll be scanning your ticket via a QR code on the bus, right? So if you feel like you want to explore the city in more of a tourist way, embrace the culture a bit more, then I definitely recommend this. It's cheap and very convenient. The buses do come frequently and they go to most places, so I definitely recommend downloading this app, checking them out, especially if renting a car is not feasible. Number 6 is GoMo World, all right? So this is basically an eSIM provider. I first used them in Iceland, and since then I've been using them in each country I visited, okay? So when I went to Indonesia, used it there. When I was in Qatar, used it there. Where else did I go this year? Sri Lanka, used it there. Maldives, used it there. Alright, I've been quite a few places this year. Thank God. Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry guys, just making it all sink in. But back to the eSIM. Therefore, download Go Mobile. It's super easy and convenient. Like, you know how it goes when you go abroad and you turn on, or you don't turn off, that data roaming. The bill the next month is looking crazy. So if you want to avoid that, then get this eSIM. Super easy, as I said. Overall, GoMo World's eSIM function can enhance the travel experience in Iceland by providing reliable, hassle-free mobile connectivity. So make sure you download the app. No, I'm not sponsored again, but yeah, it's gonna save you a lot of time and it's super easy to use, guys. 7, book tours in advance. Now, if you didn't hear me, I'm gonna say it again. Book tours in advance. Now, this is extremely important, especially if you want to see the beauty Iceland has to offer. As Iceland is one of the top tourist destinations in Europe, you can imagine how busy and booked up tours can get, alright? Popular tours like the Northern Lights, Blue Lagoon, the Golden Circle, all of those get booked up very quickly, so it's best not to leave it last minute so that you avoid disappointment. It's also worth noting that the tours in Iceland are weather dependent, alright? So I spoke about this a bit earlier. It's weather dependent, so be prepared for some cancellations. If you watched my Iceland vlog, then you know I had some cancellations, guys. I say some, but quite a bit, man. Northern Lights tour was cancelled 3 times due to weather conditions, and the week before that, the Blue Lagoon tours were also cancelled in Iceland due to the volcanic eruption. So guys, be prepared for some cancellations. Don't stress too much because some tour providers do have a system in place, which means that if your tour is cancelled, then they'll probably, or sometimes they may book you on for the next day free of charge, okay? Which is pretty cool in my eyes, alright? Now, this isn't every tour provider, but the guys we used, they did this. So that was cool. That was good. I definitely recommend reading the fine print because I don't want you guys to come into my comments, be messaging me saying, I went to Iceland, my tour got cancelled, and they didn't book me onto another tour for free the next day. Like, as I said, the guys we used, they did this, so please read the fine print and don't come after me, guys. Yeah, I'm just telling you my experience. So book your tours in advance, and yeah, man, be prepared for the weather, guys. Literally, be prepared for the weather. Like, throughout my stay in Iceland, I did use Get Your Guide to book my tours, and in my eyes, the service was pretty cool. So much so that I actually used them in Indonesia as well. Alright, like, we did have a tour cancelled in Iceland, and obviously because of when we was leaving, we didn't have enough time to basically reschedule it. So we did get a refund, and with Get Your Guide, like, the refund process was super quick. And if anything like me, you know that when you normally get refunds and they take long, it's so much hassle, bro. It's just annoying. It's not even hassle, it's just annoying. And I'm thankful that that wasn't the case. So definitely check them out, guys. They got loads of things to do. Get Your Guide, shout me, sponsor me, because this isn't sponsored right now, guys, but yeah, we'll get there. Now, number 8, guys, Sky Lagoon. Well, now where do I even start? Like, it's just, man, just saying those words, like, it just brings back some great memories. Like, oh man, like before we get started, like, open up the Get Your Guide app and book your spot for the Sky Lagoon. I don't care what you're doing, forget anything else, download the app or go onto the website, go onto Sky Lagoon and book your spot. Like, generally, this is one of the best experiences I've had, and it was probably my favorite part of the trip. Like, so much so I would literally go back to Iceland just for the Sky Lagoon. Like, it was literally crazy, guys. It was sensational. And I keep saying this, if you haven't watched the Iceland vlog, please make sure you go back and watch it. Leave a thumbs up, comment. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Like, you're gonna enjoy it, trust me. The Sky Lagoon is basically a stunning geothermal spa located near Reykjavik, which offers its visitors luxurious and relaxing experiences with spectacular views of the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding landscapes, right? Now, the main attraction is the huge outdoor heated lagoon, which sits at around 38 to 40 degrees, which also gives you panoramic views of the ocean and the sky, alright? Like, during the summer, you may get the chance to witness breathtaking sunsets, and if you're lucky enough in the winter, you'll be able to witness the Northern Lights. So guys, you can't go wrong. You literally can't go wrong. Now, if you do visit the Sky Lagoon, which you probably will after this video, I definitely recommend getting the Sky Pass, alright? This gives you flexible entry option, which allows its visitors to explore the Sky Lagoon without needing a specific booking time, alright? Now, the pass includes access to the lagoon and all of its premium facilities, including the 7-step ritual. Guys, flashbacks, man, it's crazy. And also the sky deck, alright? Now, if you know, then you know, like the 7-step ritual literally had me feeling like I was Ragnar Lothbrok, guys. Like my skin was silky smooth. I felt like a new man ready to take over the world, bro. Like, no exaggeration. Like, it was unreal. Like, man, I'm going back. Like, I'm talking to you guys now. Listen, you're gonna see me there next year. I'm going again because, bro, it's needed. The 7-step ritual. Now, this is a key part of the Sky Lagoon experience, as it's a unique and transformative journey that encourages wellness and relaxation. All right, now the steps include the lagoon, which is basically you slowing down. You then move on to the cold plunge, which is you cooling down. You then move on to the sauna, which is basically relaxing with a view. Next is the cold mist, where you refresh your senses. You then have a body scrub, which is you renewing yourself. And then you move on to the steam, which is where you clear your senses. And you finish off with a shower and lagoon, which is basically you rinsing and connecting. All right, now guys, the main thing that really stood out to me, which amazed me, was that there was no time limit. I could have literally stayed there for the whole day, which if I knew earlier, I probably would have. Like, no word of a lie, it was pure vibes. Like, so much so that we were so close to going back another day. However, because we also wanted to see the Blue Lagoon, in the end we didn't have enough time, man. But guys, listen, this is something we all have to experience, so please make sure you do it. Now again, I definitely recommend getting the Sky Pass, because as I mentioned earlier, it gives you that flexible option of entry. All right, so you could basically enter from when it opens and stay there until it closes. I'm just annoyed that I didn't know that when I was there, because I would have done it. I would have stayed there the whole day. Like, I literally would have stayed there the whole day. So just bear that in mind. You could do that, enjoy it, embrace it, cool off, relax. Yeah, man. It's one of those things that you have to do. Like, no whatever that, guys. 10 out of 10 experience. Do it, please. Do it. And when you do experience it, send me a comment, send me a message. Let me know what you think. So next up, we've got the Blue Lagoon. All right. Very well known, and as one of the 25 wonders of the world, the Blue Lagoon is surrounded by a mossy lava field, and it's also famous for its unique milky blue waters and warm temperatures. All right. Now guys, the good thing about the Blue Lagoon is that it's very close to the airport, which means you can either visit there as soon as you land in Iceland or visit there before you get on your flight back home. Now, the bad thing in my eyes is that it was super busy, and in my opinion, it's overrated, guys, man. Like, looking back, I could honestly say this may be due to the fact that we visited the Sky Lagoon first, and it set my standards to a high degree. So yeah, in a sense, I'm probably being biased, but listen, it is what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still definitely recommend visiting there if you have the time and it's on your bucket list. But I'm gonna be biased, man. The Sky Lagoon is better, man. Like, it's that real. It's better. It's actually unmatched. Like, it's actually unmatched. I feel like I enjoyed the experience so much that it kind of made the Blue Lagoon, yeah, just there, innit? Just there. Like, the water it is cool. It is cool. There are loads of people there, but yeah, I prefer the Sky Lagoon, guys. Like, that's my opinion, innit? But as I said, it's close to the airport, so visit there as soon as you land, get out of the way, or you can visit there on your way back home. Now, the beautiful city of Reykjavik. I hope I'm saying this right. If I'm not, apologies guys. But from its vibrant street art to its beautiful architecture to the amazing food, the city literally has it all. As mentioned earlier, it is expensive, but it's definitely worth the trip. So please visit there if you get the chance, all right? You may or may not know this, but when visiting Reykjavik, the airport is actually not in Reykjavik. It's around 50 kilometers away. I know it sounds crazy, so make sure you book a transfer from the airport in advance to save you some money. Now, what you all have been waiting for. What was it like being a black man in Iceland?
I don't like where this is going.
Since visiting Iceland, I've been asked this question by family members, friends, and work colleagues. They all want to know what it's like being a black guy in Iceland with locks. Alright, I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, why would they ask this question? But don't get twisted. I think it's a pretty normal thing. And if they were to go there, or if I was to know a black person that was going there or going to a similar sort of country, I'll be asking them the same thing. Like, it's that real. Reason being is that still in today's society, it's difficult being a black person. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's difficult. And depending on where you go in the world, that difficulty can increase. All right. However, my response shocked them all. And if I'm honest, throughout my visit, I was taken by surprise myself. I found out that it's just crazy thinking about it. No one cares.
What?
Like, bro, no one cares. Like, you're not the first black person that they've seen. If you are, you're definitely not going to be the last, right? Like, as you know, Iceland is one of the top tourist destinations in the world. So you've got loads of people visiting the country on a daily basis. And yes, a lot of those people are going to be black as well. So they do not care, bro. They do not care. Like, it was just good vibes, good energy everywhere we went. Like, I can't complain, I can't fault it at all. So if you're a bit skeptical, push that to the side. You have no excuse. Go visit there. We even found a black bar, black owned bar actually, and it's called Kaldi. Shout them out, they're in Reykjavik as well. Staff was super friendly, the owner was super cool, good vibes, like, really nice guy. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you're ever there. Get me, it's a good vibe. Like, listen, go back to watch the vlog, man. On my last night we went there, and yeah, I was having fun. A bit burst in the video, but yeah, I was having fun, man. So guys, don't be skeptical, don't worry. Like, Iceland is black friendly. You're gonna have a great time, man. And yeah, man, let me know what you think. Right. To wrap up the video, guys, there are some other things I'd recommend doing when visiting Iceland. Definitely try to visit Hallgrimskirkja. I think that's how you say it, guys. Apologies if I'm not saying it properly. Hallgrimskirkja, I think. Hallgrimskirkja. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce it. Basically, it's the largest church in Iceland, which towers over the center of Reykjavik. Its beautiful architecture makes it a sight not to be missed, guys. You could see how it looks in the Iceland vlog. Make sure you go check that out. I definitely recommend visiting the Diamond Beach as well, which you can see on the Southern Iceland tour. And lastly, rent a car if you want to do tours on your own terms, alright? If you want to just have your own little private moments, then yeah, definitely rent a car if you can. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a bit different to what we're used to. Please give me some feedback. Thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment and hit that notification bell so you can subscribe to my channel and see when I next upload. Alright, let's keep the momentum going and let's keep building the community, guys. I hope to see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day. Take care.